So welcome back to a new YouTube video. In today's video we're going to be going through, if I could only do 5 exercises for the rest of my life, what would they be? So yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. These are like my 5 top favourite exercises for like building muscle, because obviously if you only have 5 exercises, it's not like that many exercises. I prefer doing like more exercises, more sets and that, but if you can only choose the 5, these are the top 5. For the first exercise, I'm gonna have to say an incline bench press for me. If you prefer incline dumbbell, you can do that. I just don't like the incline dumbbell. I prefer the incline bench. I just feel more stable and obviously load up a bit more weight on. So what's good about these racks is there's a little thing on the floor where you can slide the bench into, because obviously sometimes if you're doing like incline Smith bench, you're very wonky with the bench, but this you can get it right in the middle, so you don't need to worry about being wonky either side, which is a really good thing. Also another reason why I prefer this to Smith machine. But yeah, I like to have this on like maybe like a 20-30 degree incline. I like to have the seat up one, just so like I'm kind of positioned like that. With chest, I like to go like all the way down. I prefer when I'm doing incline bench, go really down to like my neck, just get like a really good stretch on the chest like here, and then go about 2/3 and then back down like towards the neck, because if you go in there to there, here gives you such a better stretch and it feels really nice. So yeah, go up and then down, up, down, just like you want to be going in like a rhythm, kind of like this, just feeling like nice. You should be feeling your chest like squeezing on every single rep. I do, and that's why I love this exercise so much. But yeah, let's go on to the second one. So for the second exercise, I'm gonna say a type of squat. I prefer like either a barbell squat or a Smith machine, just because with this you're gonna get more lower back engagement than something like a hack squat. Machine squats are good as well. I do like them, but I prefer it if it doesn't have a back support, you know, so you can focus on keeping your core stable, because obviously that'll do good for your abs and it'll help strengthen your lower back, which is also what you want. So if with the only 5 exercises, I'd say don't go with a back support, just because it'll help build your core and lower back as well as your legs. So with this, just hold the grip that feels comfortable. Also, if quads is a weakness, stand quite narrow feet together, like just closer than shoulder width. Or if you want to focus on like more glutes and hamstrings, bring it a bit wider and point your toes out. I'll show you a rep with 2. So this is like me with the toes pointed out, focusing more on like the glutes and that, and the hamstrings. But then if I want to focus more on quads, I'll bring my feet in close together and go all the way down until like my hamstrings are touching my calves pretty much. But yeah, let's go on to the next one. So for the next exercise in my top 5, I'm gonna say a type of machine row. I really like this Panata machine just because you can really dig the elbow in and squeeze down on your lat. For back, I think it's all about like the contraction and stretch. So you want to be going definitely full range of motion on back, compared to say something like chest. I prefer just like the stretch part, but with back, you definitely need to do a squeeze and stretch. So I'll just show you. If you don't have this machine, that's fine. You just use any like row you prefer. It all comes down to personal preference really. So if you have this like row machine in your gym that you really like, use that, because if you like it, there's more chance of you sticking to it if you did only have the 5 exercises. So pretty much I like to go neutral grip, and then I just drive in to my lats, like dig the elbows in like that, make sure you stretch all the way and drive it in. Feels really good, this machine. But yeah, on to the next one. So for the next exercise, I'm gonna say like a type of rack pull or deadlift, whichever one you prefer. If you wanted to work on hamstrings of it, you can do the deadlift off the floor. I prefer just doing it off like the rack and going to like knees, just because I think that feels really good from the back. It's good to focus on back because it's like a big muscle group. Same with the legs. But yeah, that's why we've got the 2 exercises for back. But on here, it's actually not that hard, but you just really want to, like, when you're bringing it up, you want to bring your shoulders back and squeeze down on your lats. I'll show you now what I mean. Like that. You can rest it on the rack if you want, but you can just like squeeze down on your lats. The good thing about this exercise is, if you only have the 5 exercises, it'll get a lot of your muscles. It'll get your lower back, it'll get your forearms, it'll get your traps, might even get some biceps. So that's why I've put this on the list, just because it uses up so many muscles on this. But yeah, let's go to the next one. And then for the last exercise, obviously you can't be neglecting the calves. I know they're a small muscle group and we only have the 5 exercises, but you know, like, you need to be working on calves. I've been realising that, like, the last year, I've really been trying to focus on my calves recently, and they came on. So my favourite exercise for calves is a standing calf raise. You can do a seated if they don't have a standing at your gym, but like 9 times out of 10 I'd recommend a standing calf raise, just because it's actually scientifically like better calf development. I'm not that sciencey, but just because your legs are straight instead of your legs being like on a 90-degree angle like that. You can also do it on a leg press with your legs like straight in front and then pressing out with your toes as well, if you don't have one of these machines, which I would recommend instead of a seated. And then if you even don't have a leg press, you can go to Smith machine, stand on a plate and do the calf raise with the weight on the Smith machine. But yeah, I'll just show you how I like to do this now. You want your feet quite narrow together. Just focus on like your calves, just neutral as well. For calves, you really want to be getting a stretch, so you want to be going all the way down and then squeezing at the top. Then all the way down, squeezing to the top. For calves, I wouldn't really go lower than 10 reps, no more than 15. So 10 to 15 is a really good rep range for calves, in my opinion. For the upper body, I'd say you can go a little bit less. Maybe like an 8 to 12 kind of thing, but then for legs, 10 to 15, especially calves, you want to be doing more reps. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. That is my top 5 exercises I could do if I could only do 5 exercises for the rest of my life. So the 5 are incline bench, like deadlift or rack pulls, whichever one you prefer, a machine row, calf raises, and a squat machine. But yeah, they are like the 5 best exercises I'd say for building muscle, because obviously 5 exercises isn't a lot of exercises. Preferably you'd want to be doing more than 5 exercises for your full body, but if that's all you can do, if you can only get to the gym like once a week, then 5 exercises are the best exercises to build you the most muscle. You want to be doing like a few sets on each and training hard, because that is how you're gonna like build your muscle from doing them exercises hard. Just because you're gonna have to even push even harder if that is like the only exercise you're gonna do for that muscle all week, and things like that. But yeah, really hope you enjoyed the video. Remember, you can use code George10 for 10% off on Gymshark. But yeah, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in a bit.